Scared Spliff podcast.
Scared Spliff! Alright, so we're here with Patrick Tabor of Tabor Mountain after a really awesome performance here in La Puente at Bridgetown DIY.
Well, thank you, sir.
So, can you please just tell us how the night was, how the show was, who played tonight, and what the fuck you're up to, actually?
I played here tonight at Bridgetown DIY in La Puente, California with my friends in Ghost Noise, who are like one of my favorite SoCal bands right now, and LMI from Philadelphia, and Planet Vegeta, also a local band. It was a really sick show, and it went really well, and I had a blast.
Sick, fuck yeah, dude. I caught you last time in Fullerton, and usually you've been coming around a lot lately, and I really I personally appreciate that, because for people that don't know, Patrick is a really close friend of mine, one of my extended family members. So
you're too sweet.
Yeah, so it's really awesome to see Patrick and perform amongst everybody else that I know. So, I kind of hate him for stealing my fucking band, but whatever, dude. So
you can have him.
No, it's okay. I share my people.
You're passing my way. Yeah. I recorded an album with Hunter Peterson and Faustino Rodriguez, who are also in Infernal Damnation, and they're rad shredders of the North.
Yeah, tell us more about that album, dude, because, for people that don't know, this is literally really huge, because you don't really get this. Two really awesome metalheads and metal musicians doing this really alternative, kind of like dad rock album, but at the same time making that shit fucking shred, So, really, tell people about that, because I find that really interesting.
Yeah, def. Over the last year, we just been working on, revamping a lot of my older songs, with just, in a butt rock context. And I write like synth pop that's inspired by a lot of 80s stuff. I'm into goth and hair metal, and I kind of just put all that stuff in a blender. But these songs are just really hard. So my 2014 release was called Low Magic. This re-recording, reimagining was called Hard Magic. So it's a lot of those songs just with way more prominent guitar, hard hitting drums and solos, and so I really wanted to shred it up, and it turned out even better than I expected. So
fuck yeah, cool.
Came out on Kerchow Records.
Hell yeah. And where can people find this shit, because I personally don't even have a fucking copy, so don't think
they're dwindling now, but there'll probably be a reissue at some point this year. You can get them on kerchowrecords.bandcamp.com, and that's Hard Magic by Tabor Mountain.
Sweet. So, usually we like to keep this podcast varied. So, if you could tell us anything scary, any encounters with paranormal or anything really creepy that you've had on tour now or before, just, give the people something really juicy to fucking hear,
Well, I'm pretty sure that I saw this. Sometimes you don't trust yourself, but I used to work in this restaurant in my hometown of Moss Beach called the Moss Beach Distillery, and for about 100 years there's been this legend circulating about this ghost that haunts the property called the Blue Lady. Supposedly she lost her life in the 20s during a bad car crash off the cliff right there where the restaurant is, and she's been haunting the place ever since, and multiple people who have worked there over the years have say they've heard her wailing, they've seen her in the cellar, she makes lights move, all these things keep popping up, and I swear to God, one morning I was getting liquor for brunch stuff in the downstairs cellar, and I felt a hand on my shoulder start to pull me from behind, and I turned around, there's nothing there, and I just got chills all over my body, and I just paused for a second and tested to see if I was going crazy or whatever. But I swear it must have been the Blue Lady, and I just went back to work, but I wasn't the same for the rest of the day,
Shit, that sounds fucked. That sounds pretty fucked. For a lot of people that don't really know where Moss Beach is or anything, it's located in Northern California area. So
yeah, Moss Beach is my hometown. It's 25 miles south of San Francisco, on the beach, and it's north of Santa Cruz too, on Highway 1. It's a cool place. It's a
fuck yeah, dude.
Weird place to grow up, but I love it.
So we've started this really big battle that nobody has really ever talked about, and I would really want to know your opinion about this. So it's really personal for me. So let me see.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings or Star Wars?
Oh, that's tough.
I know.
I think I would rather sit down and watch Lord of the Rings, honestly.
Oh shit. All right. All right. Sick. That's sick. Hell yeah. That's one for Star Wars.
it's just more like
Lord of the Rings.
more of a thing I can chill and like smoke weed to, because like I think just like because of the way it's filmed, like it's just like prettier like for me to look at.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck yeah. All right.
So what's good, huh?
So luckily we also have another awesome rad tad dude right here, Quaid Ross. So if people don't really know who the fuck he is, he was also part of another project that Patrick was in called Creepy Marvels, and he is also, well, you know what? Fuck me. Let him fucking tell you, seriously. Quaid, talk into this screen and say your life story.
Hold up 1 second before I get too deep. Are we all cruising to dance? Because we could do this there too if that's what the case is. Just curious because I always about to bail. But
real quick for your fans.
Shit gets dirty out there. We got the barn still cruising tough. Full of nasty shit. Fucking colorful, funky stuff. Some creepy marbles remnants still living out there. Some twisted sickos out in Santa Rosa holding on to most of our old shit that's still left over. Snack Pack Records.
What advice do you have for people? What's your life advice?
Do it big. If you're gonna do it,
Do it big.
always. And like, stay true to it.
And for people that don't know and want to know but they don't know, what should they know?
Now they know.
That you're gonna go.
They know now.
Go to the show. Now you know.
If you don't show, at least go.
Shit's gonna blow.
Yo. Thanks for listening, America. We gotta go get some donuts. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Be sure to peep Cold Killer Files on YouTube. Big shout out to Oscar.
Thank you guys. I personally, like among other individuals, come from a belief that practice, and like private practice, is more a better way to connect with anything else, whether it be at like above or below. You know, like anything that you per se want to say that is, you know, like your belief. But when you start doing it in an organized way, but start acting that you're really not part of that organization, it's kind of really loose, you know? So, I mean, like, that's just my only disagreement with them. But as far as them as individuals, like, no, like, they're fucking great. Like, they do a bunch of fucking good. Like, don't get me wrong, like, that organization is beautiful. They help so many people in the transgender community, so many people in the homeless community, so many people in the art community. You know, like, they help a lot of people in the chapter that came to Los Angeles. I really, you know, like, I give them, you know, like, all of my positive energy to them because I hope that they do as good as they did in, you know, in the Bay Area, you know. And I really like the idea of of the after-school programs that they want to start doing, because it's not, I like the way that I see it is it's not really a way of teaching children about Satan. But if you are going to teach children about Satan, you have to teach them about Satan in the way of being a self, not in the way of vanity, not in the way of a doctrine, not in the way of, you know, a religious point of view, but as self.
Can we put Satan in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I mean, like there's been quotes by our founding fathers that talk shit literally of organized religion. So I don't know, like.
Oh, that's awesome!
You know, so I mean, I really don't.
They smoked hemp and they were atheists.
Yeah, you know, so I mean, I really don't. I don't know, you know, but all I'm saying is that I like the idea of teaching self-awareness and teaching self-acceptance and teaching that self-empowerment is an actual thing that is a reality, and that you don't need anything or anybody to teach you that or to tell you otherwise. That's the doctrine of Satan that I believe in, and that should be inflicted as an organized, you know, like concept.
And let's not bury the lead here. The infancy of Phobophobia Productions is parallel to the infancy of America. I don't know how to feel about that.
Shameless self-promotion.
Buy my book.
But I mean, like, there's really things out there that like go from trying to be something organized to trying to be something independent to trying to be something like you better not even talk about us. And I'm not going to go to the ones that I like. You really don't talk about us because
You just don't.
no, like you just like not unless you really know who's who and what's what. You shouldn't be talking about that. Like, you know, it's probably as bad as, you know, talking about snuff and shit. But like, yeah, like you don't really know somebody that does snuff, and if you do, like, you don't really like say it, you know. But I mean, it goes on belief, and people are as dangerous as they could be with anything. You know?
You have a lot to fear.
Yes.
It's just like what we were saying again, bringing it full circle, I guess, with the whole understanding mental health and stuff like that on an educational kind of level. You know, like, you can say what you want about it, but unless you actually get taught about it and understand it for what it truly is and what it, you know, truly stands for and stuff, then you're never going to have a full understanding, and therefore you're never going to not necessarily have a full respect for it, because you can still respect it without understanding. Like, I believe that firmly. You can still have respect for things without fully understanding them and stuff. Like, I respect sex of all kinds and stuff like that, and I don't have any judgment on anybody who's gay or bi or whatever, either way, otherwise.
But then it's weird because then you also have like, this is what's really interesting about our new generation, you know, about us being millennials and bringing in the new fucking crop of generation of individuals, because this is one topic and then I'll skip that topic and go back to it, but like I used to but still employed work at a shitty ass job, you know, cleaning up cum and whatever. We'll talk about that shit in another time. But my main point is, like, before that, I used to work in schools teaching art and visual art, and it was just really interesting because there was a individual that she was going through some stuff, and basically she was self-harming, and it was just weird because I had a talk with her about it, and like I really thought that I really got through to her and explained that it was something really important and something that she needed to talk about and take serious, and, you know, that everything was going to be okay. But throughout the time, that individual took advantage of the kindness of the staff, the kindness of the teachers, the kindness of, you know, of the after school staff as well, because instead of taking it to heart as like being like, you know what, like I have a problem but I could get help and I need to get help, she took it as like, okay, I get to get out of class early. I get to, you know, like walk out of school, you know, like whenever I want.
She just heard privilege.
Yeah, exactly.
Privilege.
Yeah, and that's something that's one of the reasons why I kind of stopped working with kids, because I was like, I don't understand, you know, like I guess I need to like work more on my art or work more as myself as an individual to really understand as to like why this generation completely is so smart to go over the fucking point and then just see the opportunities, you know, because that's something smart, you know, like that's not like being troubled, that's not being lazy, but that's fucking smart, you know, for someone to like literally be given the keys to you know, to so many doors and being like, wait, if from all of these keys there's one master key and I find that master key, I could open all the fucking doors instead of fucking spending a week trying to figure out every single door for every single key for every single door. You know, it's like, holy fucking shit, dude.
The kid who gets born every minority on purpose is what you're talking about.
Yeah. And
which is technically impossible, because I don't believe that they understand it necessarily, but they are proving the Darwinism kind of factoid of only the strong survive kind of thing.
But that's the thing, like, if that's true, then it's fucking scary as fuck, because I encounter, like, the majority of kids that are in unprivileged areas like South Central, Compton, East LA, things like areas like that, most of them are like that. And the majority of the troubled kids are troubled because of that. You know, if the teacher says, well, you can't speak, Well, then he's like, well, how am I gonna say able to use the restroom?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, don't get out your seat. Well, I needed to give you my homework. You know, it's like boom, 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 like right away. Like you can't tell them anything because right away they find a crack, they go through the crack, they find a window, they go through the window. It's like really fucking counterparting, and it's just like, damn, dude, it's tiring, it's stressful, and like I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like some of these kids made me cry at times. You know, like they made me want to pull my hair out because it's like, dude, like how can you be so fucking smart but not understand that you could use that to your advantage, dude? It's like holy shit, like kids wanting to smoke weed.
Yeah.
And wearing like shirts that said High Life or like fucking are stoned, and then wearing socks that with weed all over, and it's like, dude, like, do you even know what that is? It's like no, I don't, but like it's really cool. It's like, dude, like, I mean, I was a teenager, I was fucking stupid, you know, like I drank like rubbing alcohol and fucking, you know, like and perfume and shit at one point. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's just. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older. I don't know. Maybe somebody that's older than me could fucking like agree or whatever. But like maybe it's because I'm getting older that it's just like, oh damn fucking kids, you fucking retards and shit. Stop skating with your fucking Game Boys and shit. I don't know.
Well, it's not even about that because like I can use a perfect example. One of my friends that I game with, you can tell him 100 times a way that something works in the game that we're playing, and he'll still want to try it himself and do it his own way. And like, so he'll get really like discouraged, or at least I guess a little upset, I should say, just a little riled up, spicy as we like to call it, as gamers on the same team and whatnot. Or not on the same team, depending on the day, you know. But either way. We call it being spicy, for lack of a better term. But he'll get spicy about it, and yeah, he'll just be like, "Don't tell me what to do. Like, you know, I'm gonna do it this way because I want to play the game, you know." And it's like, okay, but you want to do this, you know, and get it over with, and just, you know, get to move on to the next thing, or do you want to have to keep trying this over and over again? And it's like, apparently you do. You know, apparently you want to do this at least 3 more times before you say, so, how was it that you said I should do this again? And it's like, oh, now you want my help. Okay, I understand. I have to let you make as many mistakes as you want first before I tell you what to do, and that way you feel like you're more in charge of the situation. Pretty much that's how I feel about it. I'm sorry,
from the bottom.
my friend, my dear friend Ryan. You know I love you deeply. Nothing but love, brother. But
you a bitch.
You're a goddamn whippersnapper, and you need to stay off my goddamn lawn before I get my hose out.
No, I mean, like, that's why I stopped working with kids, dude, because, like, they're getting smart, man, and it's just, like, I can't deal with it. Like, especially,
too smart.
Yeah, especially being an art teacher, it's like, they don't really pay as much for half of the materials that we fucking have to come up with, so it's like, fuck that, dude, like, to spend half of my check just so the kids could be smearing it on the walls and me being like, are you fucking stupid?
Mm-hmm.
You know, next thing you know, I get a fucking warning. Like,
that's something that I don't believe in,
Yeah.
is the fact that
And
they
like-
just have to pay for their own supplies and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
like-
no, you supply that shit.
Yeah, no, like, they would tell me, like, you know, like, fucking buy the supplies, bring the receipt, and, you know, like, and we'll reimburse you.
Because-
And I even still use coupons for Michaels. Shout out to Michaels. What's up?
Hell yeah, Michaels.
Yeah, Michaels. Woo!
Just had a very recent good experience there during the beat sale, by the way.
40% off. All you need to do is use your phone. That's simple. Okay. But yeah, like, I would show them my receipt, and I would never get my fucking money back, dude. But, like, I never really did it for the money or anything. I really enjoyed, like, truly, I'm not fucking, like, cliche and trying to fucking, you know, like, be cute or whatever, you know. But, like, I'm being serious. Like, I really did enjoy seeing the kids' faces and enjoying learning makeup effects, learning how to, like, illustrate, learning how to use ink, learning how to, you know, use acrylic, and learning basically things that they would basically learn in college if they ever get to go to college, if that's what they really want to do. Or, you know, but in a middle school setting, you know, so like that was really awesome, you know. But I mean, it just sucks that they're smart asses, you know, and you have to have a tough skin for that shit, and
Absolutely.
you know, have a really good, you know, educational background. And I personally I just wasn't ready for it.
You need to have the proper amount of firmness
Yeah.
to their abrasive
Still have a lot
behavior
of growing up to do.
without necessarily becoming abusive towards them physically or emotionally or whatever. You
Not
know?
necessarily.
Like this, it's a tough.
Yeah.
It's a tough situation being the teacher.
No, yeah, and
you
then
know?
sometimes half the shit the kids tell you, dude, you know, it's like, fuck, man, like, I mean, I'm not allowed to say certain things, you know, because I don't, like,
I wish
have,
you knew
like-
how the world moved.
If voting was powerful, it would be illegal.
I mean, like, there's a lot of cute shit, too, you know, like, these kids understand a lot of things, and a lot of people that work in after-school programs will really understand, you know, what I'm saying, and, you know, like, working with children is just, you know, it's fucking awesome, you know, it's great, it's better than working with adults, because adults are dicks.
Yep.
You know, you can't have water balloon fights with adults. I mean, you can, but some of them might get butthurt, and you know that's.
Kids are only dicks.
Only a liberal would throw their water balloon at me like that, you fucking lib.
I mean, who knows? I mean, like we do have a kid in the fucking White House, so I don't know.
Yes. Yep.
But I mean, that's been like that for the past like fucking what, like 16 years and shit.
I've always firmly believed that adults are just giant-sized children.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Children
all that we
plus
are.
time.
Yeah,
That's fucking it.
plus time and experience.
Just some expired children.
Hopeful experience that they take in. 'cause it
Kids
doesn't
who
matter.
don't like movies anymore because they're like, oh, everything sucks now.
I've seen
seen
this
30,000 things. It's not Winnie the Pooh.
It's like
That's what you become.
it's like the Water Boy, like when he has to. I know, yeah.
But see, then
You
we
feel
wouldn't-
my pain
yeah.
against these
Yeah,
movies
no.
from this production company.
Brandon Kirk does not like Adam.
I do not like big air quotes comedy movies from that production company. I love Adam's performance in Funny People, which is a Judd Apatow movie, and yeah, shots fired. Deal with that. You're rich, happy, self-actualized Republican, loyal to his colleagues, good family man, bastard.
with your
Suck it.
with your
With your baby talk and your sweatpants
and your Massachusetts upbringing.
your repetitious fucking oeuvre.
Go Bruins!
Why don't you
Right,
suck Tim
right.
Hurley's
That is
dick
thing.
on your yacht? Tim Hurley, he's like his co-writer. Or,
The
yeah.
Wedding Singer was good.
No, you just were young. It's stupid.
It's still good.
No.
You're saying
John Lovitz is good in it.
Oh
He's
my
funny
God.
in it.
I heard John Lovitz was a dick, so I don't know.
What?
John Lovitz is amazing. I don't care whether he's a
Maybe
dick
he's
or
got.
not.
Oh, he's a little bit petty because I know that when George Bush Sr. won the presidential office, John Lovitz had been playing Dukakis, and you know where this is going. And Dana Carvey
Yeah.
played Bush, and he was like, "Well, now for the next 4 years, the president gets to be played by fucking Dana," and which is just like professional kind of pettyism. He's like, "Oh fuck, that could have." He's looking at it from his point of view.
He was
Like
awesome.
that could have been beneficial for me if it went the other way.
Yeah.
Fuck.
He was. He's fucking hilarious. I'm not like.
Lovitz?
Yeah, Lovitz.
Lovitz, yeah, Lovitz is
I mean,
hilarious.
the horny bird, fucking Little Nicky.
That's
But I love the performance he gives in fucking in The Wedding Singer when he's singing like Sexy
Yeah.
Lady. And like he like gets
Yeah.
all into it and shit. It's
He
really.
does a great performance.
all I remember is his exit from the movie, which is he's like it's like this kind of Shakespearean soliloquy where he's like, he's losing his mind,
Yeah.
and I'm reaping all the benefits. It's
That
slowly,
smile.
yes, yes, and he slowly slides his head out of view around the corner. Fucking hilarious.
No,
See, that's
he moves
something
the
that not
curtain.
everybody can
He
do.
That's what he
moves the
does, really
curtain
slowly.
further than- Yeah.
Because John Lovitz is one of the funniest creatures ever to roam the earth. He's
Remember the
really
show?
fucking funny.
Remember the show, The Critic?
That's why you said buy my book.
Buy my book, yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. There you go.
You're not supposed to look directly at it.
I love it.
I have no idea. I think that was his mom. I don't know what the fuck she was talking about.
But, I mean,
I just remember.
There's one fucking movie that.
Oh, they're watching slow-mo footage of him jogging, and he's fat.
If there is any comedy movie that everybody should definitely watch, is that one movie that you guys show me. I suck at names.
Nothing but trouble?
Yes.
Yeah, everybody should. Yes,
God, dude.
you all
Yes.
should, because yes,
Just
because
anyone.
because we live in a gutless, nutless, movie-generating studio system country. and I love it to death. It's the only thing I give a shit about. But they are so fucking all about fear and money. And dude, Nothing But Trouble is a movie where the people who did it were like, let's do something kind of, you know, I know this is a bad word, but different. So it's like, yeah, there aren't other movies like it.
Exactly,
It's just it doesn't feel like every, like, and now for the 5,000th time, Owen Wilson drives cross country with Paul Rudd and rated PG-13. Like, it's every movie is the same. But I love those people, but you know what I mean. And I fucking love I love everything. I love movies. But you know what I mean. Like, you can feel that kind of smack of, like, studio, like, oh, we gotta keep it the same for to keep it in the black and the profits. So, like, Nothing But Trouble doesn't Dan Aykroyd did not direct another movie after that. Because they were like, well, did you make money from the people who can only understand, like, dogs slipping on marbles in a kid's movie? I don't fucking know what sells, but, like, some bullshit.
Right.
No, but I mean, like, what I love
robots fighting each other, and you can't tell which robot is which and who to care about. And
what I love about that
a lot
movie
of angles
is the fucking practical effects, the makeup. Holy shit, those two babies! Oh my god, it's like if they fucking came out of Nightmare that was like acid and mushrooms at the same time. It's like like it was really awesome. So it's like highly recommended.
We're not allowed in the house.
Holy shit!
Grandpa Alvin won't let us in there anymore.
It's like if you're it's like if you're really
single and the best Class A mechanic in 5 states.
It's like if your really evil relative that you hate really just got like babied up and really fat and saggy and wearing nothing but a diaper and just like, oh, my name is David.
The title should have been Nothing But a Diaper. They
Nothing
almost
But a
did
Diaper.
it.
Working title.
Oh fuck! The most gross person in the world eating the most gross food item in the world. The judge eating the fucking homemade hot dog, sausage hot dog. That was. I'm not saying it's the most funny, but I'm saying that's a triumphant fucking conceptual moment. It's like, let's do this.
I'm going to go like a really bad twist of this shit. But when you talked about it, I was like thinking like, no, like the most gross and funniest looking thing eating something is that guy in Salo, 1,000 Days of Sodom, when he's eating the fucking shit in the party and he's making.
I only ever remember like this is my like narrow because I think I've only ever seen it stoned basically. And the cover of the DVD case has the girl, like, she's like on a leash or something. But, like, I remember she's the first forced, kind of like involuntary, made-to-do-it feces eater.
Oh my god.
And then, yeah, you're right. Then they have like the dinner where, like, this cafeteria dining area where they all eat it. And then, like, a boy, you're saying a boy does?
Yeah, well, before we get into it, if anybody has never seen this movie, Salo, 1,000
We
Days
just
of Sodom,
spoiled it!
Spoiled it!
Spoiled it!
Spoiled it!
I am reaping all the good.
But
No, we did not spoil it. Like,
well,
it's still fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's
Be stoned and watch the shit out of it and laugh at the most fucked up, disturbing shit some of the most disturbing shit you've ever seen.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you do have to read because it's in Italian unless you're fucking lazy as fuck. I mean, like, that's just, you know, you're just being a fat ass with your eyes.
But it's richly visual.
Yeah.
It's not like watching Glenn Ross in Italian with subtitles. It's it's visually driven and behaviorally driven. So you don't have to read. You really fucking don't, because the words that are spoken are like that bitch in the lobby that like gets accompanied by a pianist and then just talks and is like, I remember my uncle rubbing my vagina when I was 9. I have a fancy umbrella, and like she just does that, and that doesn't forward the story.
Yeah,
That's just like whatever. You could watch it without any sound or subtitles, and you'd be like, okay, so this is happening. Mm-hmm. Like, it really fucking is that behaviorally driven.
Gotcha.
Well, if you do that, you wouldn't. Well, I don't know if I did. Was I dumb enough to not know until the director said it on the special features that, like, no, this is a commentary about the corruption of the upper
No, yeah,
echelons.
no, like it's not really that clear until you actually watch the behind this, like the documentary.
Okay, so the first time we watched it, I just was stoned and was like, "Oh my god, this is nuts!"
Well, I mean, it's not that
Holy
it's not like
shit.
clear, but I mean, it's you have to kind of think about it, but it's not really that hidden and shit, you know. But it's a really it's a really strong film, man. You know, like it's pretty fucking out there, especially with the shit eating, with the pedophilia, you know, like with the fucking stories that bitch is saying, you know. But oh my god, it's awesome. I love it. I fucking love it. But I mean, the reason
The
why
cross-eyed onlooker.
that's what I'm saying. You know, like
That
the reason,
guy.
Yeah, the reason why I brought it up is because you were talking about like that guy in Nothing But Trouble eating the sausage and like making a face.
Yeah.
Dude, like there's nothing that tops that cross-eyed character in Salo, just looking at the kids, just like with a pedophile look, and then when he's eating the shit, like my god.
Oh, that's right. And he's telling the kid, he's telling like Harry Potter to fucking chow down on the
Yeah.
feces.
And then like he goes on his back, he gets down on all fours and pulls his pants down, and he tells the guard to fuck him. He's like, come on. He's like telling him, like, come on, like he's all like stretching his butt cheeks out.
Trasta.
Yeah, and he's all getting like fucked by the guy, and he's all like taking it with a smile and shit. It's like, fuck, dude, like, damn.
I don't remember. I gotta watch it
Damn.
again.
Yeah, it's like,
Salo is good. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, if anybody likes those type of films, you know, like I'm gonna say there's nothing wrong with you if you like those type of films. There's something wrong with you if you fucking see these films and you go out in the world and you start fucking doing these things that you watch in the fucking movie.
Yeah, well,
That's
there's something wrong with you if you want to mitigate fiction and like and just sweep reality under the fucking rug. Like fucking come on. If you wag a finger at Salo and you vote for Trump, what the fuck are you doing? If you wag a judgmental finger at Salo and you
Yep.
Yeah.
thanks
Oh, no.
thanks for making me thanks for sabotaging me.
Spliffed him.
It was really that was great.
You got spliffed.
I love you, Brandon. I'm sorry.
So now it's
Well-
not a. So the goal is to not have a podcast
No.
by making the podcast not happen. You.
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
So you didn't know. Okay.
No.
So it wasn't even okay. Wait. I'm just being indignant about it to like stall for time until I remember what the point was.
Well,
But like.
Well, the point is that where we're heading to, maybe this will help you.
He said
catch on.
you're gonna wag a finger at Salo.
You're gonna wag a finger at Salo and vote for Trump, which I said while Oscar was talking before that, but I was like, I don't think they hear. I want to make sure everybody hears it, not just 30% of the no people who listen to this. But like,
Let's hope so.
but yeah. If you say Salo should not be allowed and you vote for Trump, what the fuck are you? Get your shit straight. That's what it is. We'll be right back. Motherfucker.
Yeah, I had a little Tim and Eric moment right there, so I was like, holy shit. I sabotaged my friend with a Tim and Eric moment.
Do they do that to
I
each
fell
other?
for it too. Like,
Yeah.
I,
Because like you mean like their editing is all like deliberately
Yeah.
disruptive and like beep, blah,
Yeah.
jump cut, random 80s
Yes.
cable access. It's a Tim and Eric moment.
That's
That's a
why
good
I don't really
analogy.
talk a lot, because it's just like, holy shit, dude, like, you're weird.
I thought you were deliberately doing it. I was like, he knows weed enough to know, and me well enough to know.
No.
But that's weed paranoia for you, I guess.
yep.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people, yeah, that's why a lot of people don't smoke weed, because they get all paranoid and shit, you know, but, I mean,
Once you make it past your first time when you're 18 with your friend's freshman year of college, once you get past that, and that's kind of like just kind of too much to kind of deal with, the second time, sophomore year, when you do it with your acting class, that's fucking bomb. That's the good. That's when it gets good, and it's good after that every time.
and in no
yeah.
way, like,
If you're one of the fortunate.
I just hypothetically, that's.
And in
if
no-
you have the benefits.
and in no
of
way,
going
like,
to an acting
are we advocating the
You
use?
do it at Mary and Jacqueline's apartment, and then you hang out with Tom Duncan after, and he tells you, he's like your coach of how to get an erection when you're high, which is that he says just
Oh my God.
he said like just your attention, just put it all there, and then it works. When you're 19, it did anyway. When you're stoned.
But I mean, like, in no way is like advocating for recreational marijuana, in my opinion, like something that should be done, because not everybody really needs it. You know, obviously, like there's certain people that do need it, and other people don't really need it. You know, and I can't really speak for myself as far as like what it is that I see myself in the position, other than just, you know, like it has to be something that is respected and something that is also monitored, because the same as alcohol could be abused, or Advil could be abused, or, you know, as simple as sugar, you know, and fast food, you know, and children could be abused as well. You know, like, so could this. So that's the only thing, you know, like, about that. Like, not because, like, you know, like, obviously, like, you're hearing rip after rip, you know, do we fucking
smoke the reefer.
Yeah, like, we don't really, doesn't really mean to, you know, like, go tell your friends, like, oh my God, it's fucking cool, it's on, dude, let's do it, dude. Like, my boys, let's go to the dispensary because I'm over 18. You know, like, I don't want it to be like, I don't.
We don't want to be a commercial for weed.
Well, not mean like.
We're not trying to be pushers on the internet.
And I just personally think that it's not an okay thing when you start hearing people saying like, oh, when I turn 18, I'm gonna go to the dispensary.
Especially when it's recreational use.
Yeah, you know, it's like, it's kind of shitty going to dispensaries and being like, oh, I'm gonna go get my medicine because my muscles hurt, or I can't go to sleep, you know, or because, you know, like, I have really hard time thinking about certain things and deciding things and having social anxiety, or, you know, like, I can't really do anything, not because like I need it or somebody needs it or whatever, but because, you know, like, it's something that helps, the same as, you know, coffee or, you know, a pill or whatever and shit.
Right.
You know, but like, also, like, it's not, I mean, I remember being young and saying like, oh, when I turn 21, I can't wait to go to the store and, you know, like, buy myself a 40. You know, like, I started buying 40s at the age of fucking 17 and shit because they didn't card me.
Yeah.
You know, I had a kid, so, like, having my fucking son in my hand, you know, like, that's what's proof enough to, you know, like,
that I'm a man.
I can buy alcohol. It's okay.
Doesn't matter what age I am.
It's the ultimate goatee.
Yeah, but I mean,
a child
it's
that
just
looks
like,
like you.
It didn't really help anything. Like, all I did was just like get fucking really wasted and then puke my guts out, and then the next morning be like, okay, it's all over again, you know, like.
Scared Spliff Podcast.